Boogie.
Boogie?
Live.
I haven't boogied in so long, dude. I don't know.
Dance. Dancing fool.
No, I'm not much of a dancer.
I like to dance if I get a little drunk, but it takes me a little bit. You
gotta lose yourself in the music.
Inhibition stuff.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Who thinks that?
Huh?
What?
Who thinks that?
Fucking Eminem, dude.
Can we keep it that way?
Sick burn, dude.
Shots fired.
Shots fired and Gunnit Live, episode 139. My censored title, so we didn't get yanked before our show even started.
No chemical bomblets in the YouTube title?
Not today.
Yeah.
Most people wouldn't know what it is anyways, so.
I didn't.
I mean, the military has a designation for everything. All you have to do is put an M in front of it and a number, and it's going to be something.
Yeah, if you like a number, the military's used it before.
Yep. Oh, that's a enema for cows.
I don't remember ever hearing about an M666, though. That would be pretty dope, though, if they came up with something really good.
Yeah, that's true.
6.6. The Satan.
I wonder if there's an NSN for cow magnets.
Cow magnets?
Probably not.
The ovular ones that you give to the cow and they swallow them and they keep all the barbed wire in their stomach where it belongs instead of tearing their asshole out?
Yep.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
They're pretty strong, actually, too.
Yeah, they're not bad. Used to have a whole box full of them at my uncle's dairy farm. Used to mess around with them. They were used, so, you know.
They obviously they'd be used. I mean, if it's not used in the cow, it's just a regular magnet. But once it goes in the cow, now it's a cow magnet.
I see.
Cow magnet.
I wonder how many of them have busted the shit out of a sausage machine before.
I don't know. I wouldn't think you'd be grinding up the stomach all that much.
True. Which stomach, though?
Yeah. They have cows on the East Campus here in town that they have big portholes on the side of them that you can open up and like look inside their stomach while they're alive, pull food out.
God.
So that's pretty interesting.
I bet the cows love that.
They have a pretty cushy life despite having a huge surgically implanted hole in their side. I mean, they live as long as they can live without going to slaughter, I'm sure.
That's true. They probably live longer than a typical yearling steer.
Yeah. Just enough to get the beef on the bone.
Bye-bye nuts. Hello fat. Hello slaughterhouse.
Omnom's eating cake. He'll be here in a second.
Did he spell it C-A-E-K?
No.
Oh.
Almost.
Fill the cake hole. Excellent. Stop tapping shit. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Well, we can at least start our first topic, which was the red pill, blue pill thing that was from like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the text in front of me. Oh, you probably provided a link.
Yep, it's the first link in.
Yeah, I saw it. So, yeah, the NRA is conspiring against IV-888 and MAC apparently to silence them because they're anti-NRA. Interestingly, who was the third person that photo? I went to the NRA convention with Adam Kraut, right? Yep. Adam Kraut did not also post this same message about. So he says it's no secret that many in the media have been holding the NRA accountable for their actions as of late. There are very powerful people within the NRA who stand to lose a job by the continued loss of members and revenue, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So conspiracy. At the end, it's...
Well, I can obviously see why if he was going to say, he wouldn't say anything because he's probably the only one of the three that's running for board on the NRA. It's Kraut. Well, the other two definitely aren't.
Yeah, but he's also the smart one of the three.
You know, I
This crayon's a little less dull than these two crayons. Is that what we're talking about thing here?
I get where Adam Kraut's trying to go. He's trying to bring the NRA into the mainstream, but he's not doing it in a he's not doing it in the most accurate way that I think is possible.
I don't believe Adam
the China shop theory, and granted, some China shops need a bull, but I don't know if it's going to work for him.
Do you have a bull? So, cuck China shop.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Anyways, so Adam Kraut, I don't think he's trying to make the NRA mainstream. I think what he's trying to do is actually make the NRA do what it says it does.
Yeah.
Meaning stand up for machine guns, NFA shit, and even bump stocks.
Or anything for that matter.
Which is interesting because I actually met with the NRA field representatives from the Institute for Legislative Action at SHOT Show. And I asked them, I said, hey, Washington State, what happened over there? And they basically said, our members were not willing to go knock on doors and generate support to fight. I forget what the number it is, I-594 or whatever the hell it is. And I was just like, okay, so you're...
I've never once gotten a request to knock on a door from them. I've only gotten requests for money from them.
Right. So my question was like, okay, so you're blaming the passage of this unconstitutional legislation on your own members' failure to be willing to do work? That's your department.
Yeah.
And like, who'd they ask?
So I guess the answer is you join the NRA, you tell them, hey, these are the issues that's important to me, and you need to fight these and maintain constitutionality. And then when they don't, they just go back and blame the members. That seems to be their plan right now.
Anyway, we have friends all over the world and in many communities, which includes those who reside and work within the realm of the dark web, capitalized. It's been brought to our attention by a source we deem to be credible within this community that a bounty has been placed by a high-level NRA operative against all detractors of the organization. The bounty calls for the deplatforming of the media persons in the hacking of their bank accounts, mortgages, mail servers, etc. The stated goal is to cause so many personal problems that the person will be focused on that versus talking about the NRA's activities. Okie dokie.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
NRA is pretty heavy in the dark web.
I think somebody made a comment. It's like, imagine my consternation when I found out the dark web was actually IRC chat rooms. Because nobody knows what the fuck they are because they're all fucking dinosaurs. They can barely text people, let alone use the internet.
Adam Kraut is running for board of directors because they're so out of fucking touch. They need somebody like him who actually is in touch with shit on the board of directors. And
it's just a younger generation, Fuck, get somebody in there that's not 65.
or completely absent. Tom Selleck.
Yeah, I think Tom Selleck's over 65 too, though.
Sure, but half of them just, I assume, collect a paycheck for being on a board and don't do fuck all.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ted Nugent, great.
Actually, but I don't think NRA board members are paid.
President is. I know. There's a few that get paid, I think. I bet you we have the internet right at our fingertips.
So they're unpaid figureheads who do nothing.
Yeah, they're pretty much, like politicians, except politicians get paid.
That's marginally better than paid figureheads who do nothing. But still, they're figureheads who do nothing.
They have 33 people on salary.
In the whole organization?
Holy shit.
Or on the board?
I don't know if it's on the board, but they have fucking 3 software engineers that make $120,000 a year. Administrative assistants make $42,000 a year. They have 3 of those. Executive assistants, 2 at $50,000. Intern, membership specialist, coordinator, professional. Doesn't say president or there's 2 pages. Shit. Now I gotta sign in. Fuck that.
I'll let you keep your secrets.
Yeah.
The Hobbit meme about paywalls.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
LaPierre has an annual salary of roughly $1 million. But in previous years, he's earned more. In 2015, he earned $5.1 million.
Yeah, they're starving for money. Nobody would go knock on doors.
Yeah.
Fucking send Wayne out.
Or we could send Omni. Omni would be way better than Wayne LaPierre.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien.
Oh,
Anybody would be. Really?
Wait, what are we doing? Are we sending me to NRA? Because I will gut the whole damn thing and replace it with my sycophants.
the NRA has a dark web expert that has registered a bounty on Mac and IVA 8088.
Of course they have.
Yes, but not Adam Kraut. Or at least they didn't. Adam Kraut hasn't been scared yet, or he's just smarter.
This episode of Gunnit Live brought to you by Kirkland. Kirkland.
Nice. I was straight out of Kirkland the other night.
I don't know what I got to look up what brewery they're schmoozing. They've got a couple of decent beers. Their IPA sucks, but their brown ale's pretty good.
I realize
all IPAs suck. I don't find that surprising at all.
That's because you are not a man of taste, sir.
Yeah, that's because
I also am, as usual, Kirklanding.
Bush lighting.
I haven't thought much about it, so yeah.
I think there's got to be a
Is anyone Taylor Swifting?
No, I'm AVEing.
No,
I'm 5'11" tacticaling.
Nice.
My just these button downs are nice because they just pop open.
I like 5'11" pants because they swish the best.
They do swish well.
Swish. I don't got that gap.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn this up so somebody else in the room can hear our.
Uh-oh.
You're entertaining your cat.
Yes. So what are we on? I hopped in the middle here. I just got back from work. It sounds like there's a shooting going on at Central Washington University, which is fairly close to me. So I was following that as I was driving home. Unfortunately, we live in a very mountainous area, so there are no TAC channels really usually, and everything is broadcast over 800 megahertz, so you can hear the whole damn thing.
Is it a real thing then?
It's I haven't heard anybody being actually hurt. So you do also have to remember that Washington State is on this side is a very rural state. So it is a very possibility that just somebody was being stupid.
Yeah.
Or
shooting out their windows.
Yeah, or there's actually a shooting going on and I'm going to look like an ass in the future for making light.
Pepsi, I muted you because you were masturbating again.
Sorry. Look. I'm very, very lonely. All right.
I probably should have looked at the show thread tonight.
That's not much. It's pretty easy stuff.
We did not go with the show thread as our YouTube title.
No, I didn't.
Okay, we alluded to it at the beginning, though,
because
cryptically, without saying the S word.
That's a good way to get pre-banned again.
Yeah, man.
I'm not that dumb yet.
Hey, we enjoy being banned before being banned was being cool.
So were we talking about Mac and Iraqi going a little bit cuckoo?
Yes.
So, I mean, are they going cuckoo? It seems a little crazy to me. It seems a little cuckoo to me.
If any normal person that wasn't involved with the media kind of stuff that they were doing, say someone would say this and yell it from a street corner, you'd think they're fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing: is that actually a? Do we take them as being fine, upstanding citizens of the gun community and give them extra credit there, or do we dismiss them like we would any other person that's
nobody gets extra credit? If you act like a wackadoo, you're going to be called a wackadoo from me.
Look at our Look at our fucking show. We're all fucking wackadoo, 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 wackadoo.
But the problem is, the difference is nobody watches us, so nobody cares.
That's true.
Yeah.
No one cares about it. I don't even know how many people are watching because I can't see that.
I can't see that right now either.
I'm guessing 12, maybe 13.
That's 14.
Why would there be that many people watching us?
That's usually how we get. I mean, we get every week. It's like
12
to 18.
We get the same 12 people, and half of those people are just us rewatching the stream so we can watch the chat.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
I open the window so I can see the chat.
I'm getting laughed at from the peanut gallery.
We have tens of viewers.
Hey, at least you have a peanut gallery. I'm just sitting here on the couch with my crippling depression and my Uzi.
I mean, you might want to rephrase that. But...
What kind of gun is called a crippling depression?
Crippling depression is a combat robot.
It's anything you want it to be.
Oh man, we're a bunch of losers.
I don't know if I'd believe that. I don't know. You have to give them some credit, but it still just seems really dumb. I mean, why would the NRA go and try to get other gun owners off the internet?
But this is supposed to be deep state type thing, isn't it? That the NRA has been compromised by anti-gunners. Wasn't that the whole start of this?
No.
Oh,
they're just trying to preserve their old boy network or whatever of
good old boys.
They're out of touch elderly people that should be in retirement communities in Florida instead of running organizations.
So what I'm hearing is Bart for NRA.
I mean, I would totally, if I could get the votes. And don't you have to be a certain age? You have to be.
I'd assume if you're 35 and old enough to be president of the United States, you'd be old enough to be president of the NRA.
But you need to be a member for X amount.
5 years.
I've been a fucking NRA life member since I was 12.
Yeah.
My grandpappy gave me a member. My grandpappy gave me the thing.
Mm.
So I'm going to run for NRA president. You can. I'm going to be sure to run out any Russian robots.
I've been a member of the NRA twice when I forgot. Well, first when I didn't know, and second when I forgot that when you subscribe to their magazine, you become a member.
There's also it saves me money being an NRA. It saves me $10 a year because I get a discount at my gun range for being an NRA member of $10.
Nice.
Yeah. It seems like there's some ranges that require you to be a member.
You gotta buy into the stupidity.
That's not required at my range, but I overpay to.
I've never confirmed to my range that I was an NRA life member, and they just let you check the box, and it's like free $10 off.
Oh man, you may have been lying.
I just realized that maybe I should have just lied the whole time.
They're gonna get the dark web on you.
They're gonna dark web me, and I don't. So here's the here. I'm gonna confession time. I haven't watched Iraqi Veterans since the crazy old man died because I was tired of the allusions to.
What?
He's a little racist, but
I don't know nothing.
They totally watch us, and they're going to, they're going to dark web us back. But Iraqi Veterans.
I don't watch him because he can't shoot, and he's never said anything interesting when I've watched.
That's true. I loved watching the old man because he was just fucking safety squints and cut shells and woohoo, good old boy time.
Well, he had a short time here, so at least he made the most of it.
The only I saw him melt the AK. I saw him try to shoot.
Block with,
he was trying really hard to shill somebody's AK or whatever a few times and showing off. The guy he was shooting with could actually hit shit at 200 yards, but he couldn't. And the other time was him putting a fucking Mosin in an Archangel stock in the pawn shop there. And I'm like, fuck this shit.
Why would you want to watch that? No one wants to see that.
Yeah. I watch Mac because once in a while he actually has something that I want to look at.
Mac usually has at least a decent review process on certain things.
Oh yeah, so his bud test stuff was pretty good. He hasn't done that in a while, but it's winter, so I can see that. But today I watched him struggle through a fucking shooting 40 and a 10mm fucking shit episode. Like
we've had somebody that's been watching the show since IC times. I appreciate you, man.
Oh.
You're one of our diehard.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's why Bart's on the show.
Yeah.
He was always literally the first one in the after show.
So if we're looking at a situation where the NRA has been compromised and is now targeting gun people, I mean, if that was actually true, that would be a bad situation. However, I believe the NRA might have some issues of its own in the fact that it loves money.
Yeah.
And it went after a lot of money because it was offered money. Because there's some people that decided to give them money. So, I mean, I do believe that there's probably some foreign influence on the NRA. But only because of money. Nothing about anti-gun or anything like that, but because we can get more money.
Money buys influence.
I don't. Based on Adam Kraut's struggle to get recognized as a valid as a good candidate for the board, even though he totally deserves it. I don't think Mac and IV80, I can't say that properly, are a threat to the NRA. It's worthy of any attention, much less a fucking bounty on the dark web.
Yeah. It's such a goddamn horrible fucking name to have for a channel. There's so many bad things tied to that series of numbers. It's just ridiculous. Whatever. Moving on. Mac is he's always been out there and outspoken and willing to put his neck on the line for his opinion.
Especially just with Free Munitions being a willing sponsor of their products. Puts his face and hands on the line all the time.
I like that. I wasn't going there, but I like that. I'm just saying he has built the online following that he has, and he's willing to stick with whatever the fuck he wants to say. That's appreciative in the fact that not the fact that I better watch what I'm saying because I have viewers that I have to maintain. I have to maintain my subscriber account. He's willing to I'm fucking crazy. This is awesome. Or
could be a stunt.
Could be, or it could be he could genuinely think this.
He does have 900,000 subscribers.
That's quite a few.
That's a few more than we do.
Yes, probably like by 899,998.
It's okay. We've got the girls.
It's he's been demonetized though, so I mean that's been a long time coming.
We've never been monetized, so
I'm just saying that isn't like a recent push for him to be more outspoken is because he's recently lost the cash flow income.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually how he feels, and he's willing to put himself out there and say that.
His subscriber count's steadily increasing too. It hasn't dropped.
I linked it in the Discord too, so that helps.
We've got some interesting things coming down the Discord channel too. As far as it's going to be interesting for some people, but we have some new rules coming down from on high on how we can behave.
Oh, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, no. We're going to be able to have a nudity channel if we wanted, as long as it's not pornographic.
I don't think we need
None
one
of us
because
are going to go ahead and fucking moderate that or deal with that, and so it's not going to happen.
Just because it's there's so much porn on the internet, we don't need to bring it into.
Just Alt tab and turn on fucking incog mode, guys, and go fap elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be a porn channel; it would be a nudity channel. You can have nudity. So basically, the whole new idea will be, you fucking asshole. Anyways, the whole new idea would be, it's not porn unless I know what it's porn when I know it. You know, it's going to be entirely fucking.
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah, you know it when I see it. I'm the Supreme Court. I make up the fucking rules as I go along.
Welcome to Planet Bullshit.
Exactly.
The galaxy of sucks donkey dicks. Not like that exactly.
You only get one channel?
No, you can have as many channels as you want.
But, good.
The idea will be that if it has something to do with the topic of our server, so take, for example, titties and guns. If that's art is okay.
Oh.
Porn is not okay. Art is okay, though. Exactly.
It's pretty arbitrary.
Yeah. Reminds me of the old joke. What's the difference between art and pornography?
I'll know it when I see it.
A government grant.
Depends on if there's piss and children involved.
Ooh.
Exactly. It's so we're just not even going to play that game.
I can't remember the guy's name. Who's the guy that did Piss Christ? I'll Google it.
It's almost like there's a Google button.
Yeah, if we get a nudie channel, it's gonna be all K-pop again. Anyways, nobody wants to see that.
So, I mean, there's no point in making any changes as far as the rules regarding that. So. Well, do we think that there's anybody else? Has there been anybody else other than those two that have gone crazy off the deep end?
I don't really follow a whole lot of people online, especially gun people, so I don't really know, but they haven't posted any retractions, I don't think, of that. You'd think, if they had, they wouldn't be still live on his Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't think that. So those two posted verbatim the same text.
Yep, exactly.
Maybe they're already compromised, and they're already. What is that? What is that? That ant parasite that makes it go to the top of the.
It's a fungus. I know what you're talking about, but I don't.
It makes them climb up high so they get eaten. Just spread. Which one? What? Cat? Yeah, get the fucking spray bottle. It's a cat. Or here, let me shake up my beer bottle.
Yeah, that'll be way better than spray beer all over your house and water.
Yeah.
So Google, I Googled part of the text, and it appears that only Mac and IV 880.
What's his name? Isn't it Mike?
I don't know.
No idea.
I figure you were. Yeah.
Because, like I said, the old man was great for FUD lore and just shenanigans. Because dry firing your gun is going to cause your, firing pin to crystallize and break.
CZ52 owners, I'm talking to you.
All 6 of you. Actually, no, there's probably a lot of CZ52 owners.
Say, speaking of crystallize, we can move on to our next
ICE.
Yeah. I thought that was clever.
Yeah, it was great. So Bear Creek Arsenal, the folks that brought you the 16-inch pistol-length gas barrel.
Semper bought one of those. There was a 14.7 or something.
No, I thought they made a 16-inch but pistol-length gas in 223 barrel.
Yeah.
For that overgas rifle?
Yep. All your overgas rifle needs and all your illegal immigrants working here needs.
So at the end of this, though, says
they don't know if the company was at fault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could have been using a temp agency that the ICE has been tracking. We haven't heard anything from BCA yet, have we?
No.
I don't think so.
I was gonna say, this is their free barrel I got from them from the Military Appreciation Week or whatever.
Oh.
Is that just a carbine gas?
Yeah, it's just an M4. It's dimpled already for your gas block, which is nice.
Oh, that's handy.
But I haven't really done anything with it, obviously.
Infidel got 2 barrels off of them during that for like $50 total or something.
Yeah, because if you bought a second one, it was like half off.
That's, I mean, that what some of the stuff that they've released is just that they've got way too many blanks.
Yeah.
Laying around, and they just need to get rid of them. But go ahead. I'm just thinking that maybe they might have just had a staffing thing where they hired off of an agency and had a bunch of impersonated I-9s, but maybe they were hiring illegal immigrants.
They made a statement that said that it's cooperating and added that Homeland Security has confirmed that our Human Resource Department had complied with its laws, rules, and regulations in our hiring practices. So
so somebody lied to them.
Yeah.
It happens. As somebody that works closely with the fruit industry, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
It's interesting though that they say a lot of it was identity theft and not just like
It's a very common thing that you get very similar names.
Yeah, and it seems like it's like so far away from you know, where you'd think where illegals would be, but I don't know, maybe not. Reading all the ARFCOM threads about it was really going pretty south, though, on all the racism and stuff.
Yeah,
sad.
Because you know,
I mean, that's basically the usual at ARFCOM, though.
Because remember, you have to, you know, if you're, nope, never mind, abort, eject. Pull up.
Too low, terrain.
Pan. I'm getting too damn close to this.
So there's a new article from 3 hours ago looking to see if it's just a repeat of the same bullshit or not.
I mean, it's the internet, of course it is.
Oh. Sanford, North Carolina was like a ghost town Wednesday morning, according to a local resident who witnessed a workplace raid conducted by immigration officials at a gun manufacturing company.
Somebody said in chat that Yankee Marshall has gone bare light bulb on pirate radio. Yankee Marshall has been bare light bulb for the past, like, ever since I met the guy 4 years ago. I like watching Yankee Marshall, though, because he's...
What does bare light bulb mean? Oh.
Well, if you know his Reddit account, you'll understand a little bit more why he's like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
He's an interesting fella.
Likes to post on Weekend Gun a lot.
Really?
Yep. He's not Wichita. He's not Wichita.
Yeah, no.
Close, but not. He's my neighbor down Portland way.
I put his username in chat there if you want to look for yourself.
But yeah, we got people out there that are a bit nuts in the gun community.
I don't know. It's tough to call people nuts because, I mean, they're the same people that you probably interact with every day, but yet they don't say that stuff out loud and in public. Being somewhere on the internet is just totally different.
Yeah,
it shields, especially when you're anonymous, it shields you from supposedly from, you know, backlash.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really easy to find out who people are anymore.
Hey, speaking of that thing, hey, FC, did you ever get modded to Wall Street Bets?
He was only modded in the first place to shitpost.
He's
not listening to us.
Oh, he's muted.
I believe he's self-muted.
Yeah.
Furiously masturbating right now.
Plus, he can't do anything because that account's still suspended.
Oh, no, Wall Street Bets went through a mod purge anyway.
Yeah, I know. I posted it in our chat when it happened.
Right. Fair enough. Hey, you should add me to the show thread, so people choose not to watch us.
Okay.
Let's switch over to. So, do we have anything else on gun companies accidentally employing illegal employment?
I wonder if it had anything to do with their low prices and be just because they're paying their employees less, or if just they have that much shit and they just need to get rid of it. Because their barrels are cheap, but I mean, lots of places are selling AR barrels for $50.
That's because there's too much shit in the market.
Yeah.
Speaking of stuff that isn't too much shit in the market.
Oh, look at you.
I bought one of them pretty ladies guns.
Mm-hmm.
It had nothing to do with the pretty lady doing the designing. Actually, I like the aesthetics of this gun.
That's cool.
It looks neat. I love for those that don't play close enough at home. This is the Hudson H9. I picked it up for $860 with 6 mags and a Milt Sparks holster. For those of you that don't know Milt Sparks, they make the creme de la creme FUD holsters out of leather.
Dead animal holsters.
Yeah. These guys make, every gun shop that you go into that has the old craggy guy that open carries the 1911.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he owns a Milt Sparks holster.
But he's probably using a Galco NSA.
Yeah, probably. But these are definitely your Sunday church gun holsters because they are very pretty. They're very well built, but that's $150 a piece.
Yeah, that method of manufacture predates the Kydex antelope coming off of the endangered species list and becoming available as a product.
They also integrate metal shanks, so you don't have the issue of a collapsing leather because you have a metal shank in there. And Milt Sparks better fucking send me some shit if I'm gonna fucking plug them more.
Yeah.
Plug it.
With that name, I'm sure they even know what the internet is.
Exactly. But I want to point out this is one of maybe 3 Milt Sparks Hudson H9 holsters out there.
Nice.
Because the guy that I bought this with, that lived a block from them and went down there and said, "Hey, make me holster." You can't even order it on the webpage. So the H9 is very interesting. Have we had one on the show yet?
I don't think no. We didn't. None of us bought one until
they decided to fold up.
Still, Furphy started it as usual.
Rumors.
I thought it was no. It was me that started it, and my asshole buddy bought
it.
I
mean who bought one first.
Oh. No. I linked it to him, and then I said that my buddy bought it.
Yoink.
And then I was upset, and then I found another one because they are now $750 wholesale from your dealer.
Okay, well, you didn't have to go into specifics.
I was going to say, Fluffy had it on the show like a couple weeks ago when he showed us the box. Because the box was so awesome. He showed us the box more than the pistol.
The unboxing experience.
The boxing is definitely a $50 box.
So that's where they're losing all their money.
Yeah. No, so apparently, like, the dude, there was a co-owner, wife and husband, and apparently he ran up a lot of barbells too, and used up a lot of the capital because this entire gun has been manufactured since the start as just-in-time, a perfect example of just-in-time
manufacturing.
Order of 30 comes in, you order 30 slides, you order 30 barrels, you order 30 frames. That's it. You assemble them, you send them out. But then, you fuck up and switch manufacturers and don't check your tolerance stacking and create shitty guns. But you don't ever end up with inventory on hand. So company is going through bankruptcy and lawsuits and lots of other shenanigans, and they have no inventory on hand to sell off at cheap and make up capital to survive, or to make themselves look good at bargain basement prices to be sold.
They're going straight to BK, and I don't mean Burger King.
The problem is that all they own is their IP now.
Supposedly they're like $480,000 in the hole to one of their suppliers.
I think that's just their slide supplier.
That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, that's probably, yeah. I mean, that is a lot. Even for a small business. I mean, think about how many slides, 480,000. When the entire gun costs $800, the slide's going to run you what, max 150 at cost.
Unless it's
you're looking at almost 20,000 slides.
Unless it's really bad business run amok, which we've never seen in the gun business before. Right? Dornhouse. And
HM Genus.
Anyway, that's why suddenly people are getting them. I kind of want to get one, but I kind of don't really want to spend the money right now.
You can find them cheap. Did you check that one, Bart?
I have been checking it all day, but I also had a couple kids over to play with my kids today, so I've been kind of busy and I probably forgot.
I will point out that this gun might not be so. There is a lot of fit. So I don't know. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yeah, we hear it.
It is a very reliable gun so far. But I'm only at about 600 rounds through it.
Only 600? You had the thing like a week. That's a lot.
I just went and I shot the shit out of it the other day. I took my entire lunch hour and just ran.
Auction ends in 14 minutes. It's at $755 right now. Yeah.
That's $5 over cost.
Yeah. I don't have my credit card down here though.
So
and plus, I think people have been 15-minute ruling it because the end time was supposed to be an hour ago.
So there's a lot of looseness in everything. So I wish that I can figure out who made the barrel so I can contact them, because I want either an oversized barrel or a threaded barrel, because if you had a nice oversized barrel and sat and hand fit it, you probably could get some better lockup and consistency. It's honestly one of the least accurate pistols that I have. But
really?
It's fucking amazing. The recoil is so soft. It's a very, very nice gun to shoot. And
least accurate or least precise?
I would say it is not precise.
Oh.
No, I would not actually. No, I would say it was not accurate, because it has a good 3 to 4 3-inch group at 15 yards.
Oh,
you will not cloverleaf this gun.
Oh,
but it points just if you got one in your local store, just go and pick one up and just.
Oh man.
It points so beautifully, and it's a fucking nice gun. Just if you find the good one. Takes down kind of like a 1911. Got the little doodad pull, but it's 1911 mixed with a fucking Glock.
Can you make an idiot mark on it?
Not if you do it right, because it pushes out.
So yes.
Yeah, there's a little groove and grommet to keep it from.
Hey, just a little news update from Ellensburg from KOMO News. There is no active shooter at the college. No shots, no suspects, no injuries, no nothing.
Oh, welcome to Washington State. The recoil, so it comes apart really nice because the recoil spring is just, it's in there. It's stuck. It doesn't go flying. You don't have to deal with anything. I would have changed and made that like where you could use a wrench to take it out.
Like on this pistol?
How do you take it out?
Yeah. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't played around with it enough to. I've only oiled it and shot it and oiled it and shot it. And by oil,
what kind of magazines does it take?
It takes a modified, from the best I can tell, a 5906 mag. That's the best I can call it. I don't have one to compare it to, but they even made these nice little their floor plates. They have their logo built into them.
I bet you Mechgar makes the magazines.
It's either Mechgar or Checkmate, one of those two.
Checkmate probably, because Mechgar always labels their mags.
That's true.
Not the ones they label for SIG, do they?
No. Yeah,
SIG switch Checkmate mags.
Oh, okay.
They put these Mechgar designed and manufactured in Italy on the front.
But on ones that they make for OEMs?
Yeah,
this says M9 on it, even though it's for the New Order 9.
But they just picked those up.
Yeah, those are from Mechgar though. But they make most of the magazines that are sold with most of the pistols in the world right now that aren't Glock magazines. Beretta magazines were made by Mechgar. So they might
most of them are, yes.
They're Beretta, but they don't say Mechgar on them. Or they're made by Mechgar, but they don't say Mechgar on them.
There are certain, like the made in USA SIG mags are definitely Checkmate.
Yeah. Yep. Mechgar's Italian.
But I will say, like I said, this gun points and shoots fucking amazing.
Yeah, I should probably get one. God damn it.
It's going to end up joining just my pile of 1006s and 80s semi-autos.
Yeah.
I should get that one instead and just wait on the BRN 10.
It's a nice gun, but I did throw a light on there and it just looks ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
it's just got this low.
Looks like a ping pong paddle.
I sure do like my Flexolite ping pong paddle.
Mm-hmm.
But Pest, if you've got one in your local gun store, just go pick it up and point it, and you'll fall in love.
Well, I mean, that sounds like bad advice.
It sounds like fantastic advice for selling a gun. I mean, that's the number one rule of gun sales: is get the product in people's hands.
Or get it into buddies' hands so they can peer pressure other friends to freaking buy one because they're idiots.
I can't put it in your hands. But I am peer pressuring you.
Put a mirror behind the counter too, so they can stuff it in their pants and pose with it.
I have never heard of that before.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh yeah, having the mirror.
We sold a lot of really fancy 38 Super Colts that way back in the day.
Oh.
Is it 38 Super or 38 Super?
Whatever. We call them Chupacabra pistols.
Why?
Chupacabras?
Why would you call them Chupacabra?
They're the best for. Anyway.
Are you saying that they're going to cross the border?
It was an observation.
Okay. Say it ain't so, Joe. Maricopa County Sheriff audit finds over 50 guns missing, 29 of them fully auto guns. Volunteer members not certified. What?
Yeah. I don't know how those relate to each other, but it's funny that so apparently they lost some guns before, but in October, after a shootout on one of the local freeways, 2 guns stolen from MCSO were found in the suspect's vehicle. So shooting out, having a shootout,
selling them
cop guns. Yeah. The weapons include the list of 50 weapons that they recently found missing are 29 fully automatic weapons, 20 short barrel shotguns, and 1 short barrel rifle, meaning they're all NFA. What I don't know is if that means that they're not auditing anything but the NFA stuff, or if they don't issue non-NFA weapons to their officers and they actually require them to buy all their non-NFA stuff.
So I got a call from our local police department asking me, how do we put what do we have to do to put a shorter barrel on our guns, on our ARs. This is legitimately. This is not a embellished FC story. This is literally.
You either buy them that way as registered.
All of these stories are true. They're based on true facts.
They're based on true events, but this is a non-embellished version, a non-FCFied story. And they asked, how do we do that? And I go, you just do it and you tell the ATF. And they go, but it's going to be shorter than 16 inches. And I go, they're machine guns.
Oh.
I had to explain to the PD.
See, you set me up on this one. You didn't explain up front they were machine guns.
Yeah, not every police department.
If they have a semi-auto, they have to fucking get it registered as an SBR, or else buy an SBR.
They're all fucking what is that thing? They're all old, M622s lowers, and then they've had new uppers built for them. Yeah, because they came from the Air Force.
I mean, I was at a booth that will not be mentioned at SHOT Show, and basically the manufacturer rep was telling, I think the guy was like with Dallas PD. He wanted to buy this SBR, and he was saying that he needed a chief's letter on department letterhead to approve the buying the SBR, and I'm like, you don't need a letter. I'm like, you don't need a letterhead. You need a Form 5 for tax-free transfer. Like, yeah, but in addition to that, you need this letter from the chief that says that this department is allowed to purchase this. I'm like, no, that's for a machine gun. He's like, so let me get this straight. You can sell an agency at FBR without the chief's letter? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, well, how is it legal? And I'm like, because you have ATF Form 5. And he's like, but when they come to pick it up, how do they get it? And I'm just like, you just give it to them. And the manufacturer's rep did not understand the difference between a demo letter for a machine gun and a letterhead sale to an agency, a letterhead sale for an individual officer doing a purchase for a duty firearm versus an agency sale where you just go, here you go.
There's also the whole fact that some of the people in the business don't understand that Form 2s do not require acknowledgement from the ATF.
And we got into that with Barrett a couple years ago, where I ordered an SBR for somebody. Like, yeah, we built the rifle and we sent out the Form 2 like 3 weeks ago, and we're waiting for it to come back before we do a Form 3. And I'm like, why? And they're like, well, we have to get notification from ATF that they approved the build. And I'm like, no, you don't.
What?
A Form 2 is a mother. Hey, it's not a mother may I. It's a mother I did.
Right.
Where a Form 3 is a mother may I.
Correct. And a Form 4 for that, or 5 for that matter. Yeah. But that, like, they're like, we can do that, and I'm like, yes. Well, so will you hurry up and file my Form 3? They're like, we didn't know you could do that, and I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ. And this was Barrett.
And I mean, they don't make machine guns, so they don't really.
Actually, they do. They do. Barrett makes a 240 Bravo.
A what?
They call it a lightweight 240 Bravo.
Okay, fine, but okay, they're not good at it.
Cans.
And they make full auto Rec 7s.
And they've been waiting for approved Form 2s the entire time.
Yep.
Huh. Oh, boy.
According to FC, yes.
That was the very awkward conversation I had with them, and they're like, "We didn't know we could do that."
Oh boy!
Just like, give me my stuff, please.
So you've got cops that. So is the thought that Maricopa County is lax or being under the table-y?
Why not?
Given that Joe Arpaio is a fucking complete
piece of trash.
Yeah.
I defer back to Hanlon's razor. Never attribute to malice that which can be accurately attributed to stupidity.
I mean, in this case, though, it can be contributed to malice because that dude is a fucking grade A douchebag. I mean, beyond any reproach, he's a shithead.
I'm not defending Sheriff Joe because
you are, because you're making excuses. No. You're saying it could be stupidity.
No,
but it's probably not.
well be stupidity, but judging by the size of the agency, it is entirely possible that there was one designee that was in charge of all of these, like corralling all of this stuff, and they either got promoted, retired, or transferred, and whoever was supposed to pick up the slack didn't, and it just fell through the cracks, and boom, that's how you get situations like these.
Yeah, but 50 fucking guns. I mean, 50 fucking guns is a lot.
It is, and it's exactly this. It is precisely the proportion of guns I would expect to see screwed up with an agency of this size.
Yeah, that's
Probably
actually
should
good.
throw away that cake.
No, I don't know.
Cake. Come on.
Well, the cake, we've had a cake that's been sitting on the counter for like 2 weeks.
What kind of?
I'm sure the vegetable oil and sugar are fine.
With pockets of air and very.
Yeah.
What kind of cake was it, Ani? Was it a wedding cake?
It was a chocolate cake.
Ooh.
Oh.
But it's been, I mean, it's a very fertile ground for growing other airborne type things.
Okay.
You're growing shrooms on your cake?
Yes. Definitely shrooms.
It's pronounced chocolate cake.
Yeah,
Chocolate cake.
Chocolate cake.
I don't usually do cake anymore, but I will make an exception for wedding cake because wedding cake is delicious.
Carrot cake.
Sounds
I will
amazing.
always. Carrot cake's the best. Otto, you don't know nothing about carrot
So
cake.
what's the volunteer posse members?
Sheriff Joe used to have this fucking. I don't know. You let people from Sun City who have nothing better to do fucking go patrol malls with a fucking revolver.
His own version of the Proud Boys.
So are you sure that
I don't know what a Proud Boy is, but yeah, I assume so.
is that posse? Are those volunteer reservists, or are they some sort of posse thing built into your state?
They get a CCW badge and a sash.
Yeah, they get a sash and they get a run around the mall.
Don't forget they need a yellow vest.
Yeah.
My county it used to have, well, we still do. We have a volunteer reservist deputy program, and you used to be able to you didn't have to go get more than like 60 hours of fucking FTO time, and you would be able to ride alone until they changed that to 450 hours before you could ride alone.
In Vermont, you don't even need to go through the academy. You can get hired and be riding alone.
The Maricopa County Sheriff's Posse program is designed for people who could not get elected into their HOA to go be busybodies doing something else, sticking their nose in shit at malls and stuff.
The question is, do they get LEOSA exemption though?
What's a LEOSA exemption?
Do they get HB 218? I mean, do they become? Are they sworn law enforcement officers?
I assume so.
Because I mean, that might be worth it just for the national reciprocity for your concealed carry permit.
Reciprocity,
whatever.
Sorry,
English ain't my first language.
Yeah, but you pedant once in a while. I've seen you do it.
That is true. I do pedant a lot. I love to pedant. Get a puppers. Shut the fuck up.
If you want to. Nice. It's impressive you did that without spurting on yourself.
I know, right? We've got. Oh, go ahead.
So apparently they have qualified armed posse members or whatever, and they give guns to them. I did not know that.
Oh, yeah. Ours gives you.
I thought everybody had to get their J-frame out of their drawer and bring it in a Uncle Mike's holster or something.
I mean,
polygraph test. Wow, you have to be a really determined busybody to suspending the branch after an audit showed that most members had not completed the following the required testing, including background check, personal history,
no background check.
I assume actually what happened is somebody found out how Joe was running it and actually put in place all these requirements and then went back and
said, "Oh yeah, you never did this."
A whole bunch of people didn't do that, so yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to run a background check, but we're still going to check out a machine gun to you.
Pretty confident we've had instances of posse members shooting people accidentally and stuff. And,
or in certain cases, you just write a check and get a badge, right?
I'm confident, yeah.
Like in New Mexico.
Well, that's kind of California-y, but yeah. It probably happens here.
Why is it California-y, Pest?
What?
Why is it California-y?
To
pay money to get your rights.
If you want a carry permit, you pay money for it.
Oh no, I'm not talking about a carry permit. I'm talking about like a badge.
Well, I mean, sure.
You remember that thing in New Mexico?
That's how you get a carry permit. No, I don't know. But here in Arizona, if you want to be a busybody on your own time, you can just do it because we have constitutional carry here. But, in California, they do it so that they get a carry permit, I assume, and I don't know what happened in New Mexico. So, what happened in New Mexico?
There was a police department that basically, if you paid them like $700 a year, you got a badge.
Oh, that's the same one that fucking Dan Blazarian got his shit from, wasn't it?
Yep.
They were the one that was giving them out to all the fucking celebrities and shit for no reason.
Basically, it was law enforcement booster club. Write check, get badge.
Mm-hmm.
So they can get special privileges in California when they go out to Teos to do peyote or whatever.
Well, theoretically speaking, you get special privileges because when cops see badge, they go, "Oh, he's one of us." Mm-hmm. And the reality is they weren't supposed to be giving out badges, and all of their booster club members had no arrest powers. So it was not actual national concealed carry, but the appearance of actual national concealed carry.
So, what about? Do we got anything else fancy about Maricopa County to cover, or what?
No.
We just circle jerk things like we usually do. Come on.
Circle jerk.
I know you haven't been around here for a while, so
I've also
back into the swing of things.
I went back into the buying guns thing again. I'm buying guns again lately.
You just buying shitty ones is the problem.
Well, I bought an unknown gun.
What is it? IO Inc?
No, it's even worse.
It's the new Palmetto State Armory, but it now has forged trunnions.
Supposedly.
Allegedly.
Let's see the trunnion.
I mean,
is that a parting mark I can see through the internet?
I can see things like that through the internet.
I was giving you shit.
I haven't found any high-res pictures of the new Colt King Cobra.
I mean,
they don't want you to see them.
There are literally no photos that are like 3,000 by 4,000 out there for them.
We already know that it's going to have casting marks.
Yeah.
And that kids, for all of your Colt wannabe needs, just buy a fucking Trooper 3. Go out there, find you a Trooper 3. Best, how much are they these days?
I don't know.
Probably 750 fucking bucks. Last one I bought was 300 bucks. But and it actually came from the government. Colt litters are awesome, by the way. But so Palmetto State Armory is taking another attempt at making a U.S.-made AK that isn't shit. That apparently seems to be hard to do because,
the roll mark almost breaks it for me. I just hate seeing that PSA shit on the side.
I know that Canon bullshit.
Yeah.
But I haven't taken this out yet. I got a full case of AK ammo to go run through it and see what to do with some Tull ammo and see how it does.
Char that birch up some.
It's probably plastic, isn't it?
No, it's actual wood.
Hardwood.
Huh.
That's what she said.
What's the trunnion look like?
You're going to make me take the goddamn thing down, aren't you?
Oh my God, it's an AK. It takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, you should be able to do it blindfolded.
They literally train children to do this.
Yeah. It's a sport.
Are you smarter than a 5th grade, child?
Russian.
You can tell how much I've shot it so far.
None.
Zero.
I actually wiped it down.
Okay, no, none.
What's the shirt say, Bart?
It says, "I love it when my wife lets me buy more guns."
Nice.
She got it for me for Christmas.
I don't know how I'm going to show this, but
Since I've only bought like 4 guns, so
It's
I need
gonna
to up
be-
my game.
Let's see that.
I mean, I don't have good lighting.
Fudge. Never mind.
They're apparently forged, so
Yeah.
that's the big thing.
They said it was.
That was their big advertisement thing. And
Does it look like it's had some machining done on it?
Actually, yes.
Okay, good. You're probably all right.
I see
then.
chatter mark. You can see chatter. Let's see.
Tool marks.
Let's see.
They're beating IO.
Yeah, it's. They also put a. I don't know if they specifically covered it out. I'd have to go pull out the box. But on the PSA box now, buy it for life. It's like some of the phrasing that they're using. So they're making an implication, at least the
FOR or 4.
I like the way you think.
LYFE.
They seem to be making the implication that they're going to warranty it for life. So
also the gun industry, smokeless.
Yeah, right.
Silencer.
Hey, Maxim, use that word.
Yeah, I know.
Hush puppy is what they should have named him.
That was back when they lied about everything they made. Everybody did.
No, it wasn't lie. It was embellishment.
Right.
Which is just lying with more steps.
It is more silent, that's for sure, and it does silence it to a degree.
And then I got my nice, bolt hole open magazine because those are useful.
Yeah, take it out.
Oh!
That means that just means your hammer spring isn't strong enough.
Must be some damn thing in the Balkans.
I've never understood the whole bolt hold open magazine, especially if I understand bolt open magazines that don't have the carpal tunnel inducing rib.
Oh yeah.
But
did you buy some flatbacks from the place that had them?
No,
recently?
because I wasn't looking for AK mags at the time, and now I'm back up to 4 AKs.
I wasn't either. I probably got 20 Chinese magazines, and now I've got 26 of them.
Those flatbacks though are fucking nice mags.
They are.
Croatian ones are nice. I don't the rib doesn't really bother me that much, but it's not like I'm like doing
yet.
This point in your thumb right here, when that rib hits that, it fucking goes. It's like banging your funny bone.
You're not a computer programmer or a computer person that has to use these thumbs, and they hurt terribly.
It's unpleasant.
I've been having really bad pains right in here. It's not carpal tunnel though, because carpal tunnel's in a different spot. But I don't know what the hell it is. My space barring, man. Every time I have to hit space, fucking hurts.
Don't email so much.
Man.
I wish, man.
20th century problems.
Before I quit going to work, I quit emailing. Long before that.
Is that how you masked your?
No, I really don't
email anymore.
I really don't give a shit about this.
I don't know at work if this is a good thing, but I keep getting, every time somebody calls me, my phone has been forwarding to my cell phone for probably the past 4 years.
That sounds terrible.
Well, because I'm never at my desk and I'm running around the building, and my bat phone, there's certain parts of I've got a wireless phone that's a SIP phone, but I've got a couple spots that are spotty, so I just switched over to using my cell phone. And people have, the past couple of months, have been taking over to, are you in the building? And I'm like, yeah. And so either I'm not making myself seen enough in the building, and that's going to cause some issues down the road, or some other random shit.
I'm literally under your desk trying to figure out why your mouse doesn't work.
Let me tickle. Wait. Oh, man.
ATF changed the address on the form 1 and form 4.
Yeah, does everybody know? Everybody should know that before you fucking send shit in, that the address has changed. If you're a regular habitual spender providing the government with $200.
When I finally get off my ass to send in my form 4 for my American 180.
Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking buy a plane ticket, fly out there,
and make you do it, just so we can go shoot it later.
Bert. It burts. Yeah, you have to send your fucking check to Portland now. Portland.
Really?
Yeah, some hippie
from Voodoo Donuts is gonna.
No.
So that probably just means they have a different banking institution, right?
Yeah, they switched from Bank of America to U.S. Bank. They did.
Good Sagoom there, because BOA kicked or the ATF kicked, one of the other ways. Either way.
The only bank shittier and cheaper than Bank of America I know of is U.S. Bank.
And the only
my experience with the U.S. Bank is my company did its employee appreciation program through U.S. Bank. So if I got an attaboy from another employee, I would have to fucking go through a U.S. Bank card, and they would ding me. If I left the account empty, they would ding me $1 every 6 months or something like that for having an empty employee appreciation account. So I fucking had to direct deposit $1 into the thing every paycheck. Which reminds me, I should find out if I have a balance on that.
The only bank cheaper than both of them is KeyBank. KeyBank is fucking terrible. I hate KeyBank. And they nickel and dime you. It's a more regional bank. They are the worst fucking bank out there, and I'm gonna get droned by these fuckers.
Like they have drones. They're only drones the ones working the fucking teller windows.
Yeah, so that's all that is. But yeah, if you're about to do a form 1 or a form 4, even if it has the old address, you should find the new address and send it to.
Speaking of money and attaboys, I'm going to go ahead and put out the $50. If you can find me a Hudson H9 threaded barrel in stock, and after I get it, I will give you $50.
Omni gives everybody a spiff.
$50 right there. That
bill. That Hamilton.
No, it's. Wait, what?
Isn't Hamilton the guy on the 50?
No, it's Grant.
Oh, fucking hell. Here's my Hamiltons and my Grant. Which bill is Hamilton? Oh man.
He's on one of the treasury notes.
Where my money at? So Jefferson's on the 20, right? And Lincoln's on the 5. And who's on the 1?
George
current president, basically, right? Yeah, no.
No, Hamilton's on the $10 bill, by the way.
Son of a bitch. Grant. Fine, Grant. I don't use grants very often.
And we got Jackson. Mr. Jackson.
Oh, where the hell's Jefferson?
Jefferson is on the $2 bill.
Oh. Well, shit. I'm no good at this currency thing. My wife got a stack of $2 bills, and I almost bought them from her.
I keep $2 bills. You know you can buy them in perforated sheets like Waz does. I need to email him. I used to email him just random shit all the time, and he would respond.
Hey Waz, remember me? No, but I'll answer you anyway because I'm a gregarious kind of cool guy. I got nothing better to do.
Best. All right, so Bart's not here and FC's not here. Waz is the best.
Mm-hmm.
He was the original, I don't care how it fucking works or looks. Just fucking make it work and make it work right.
God, he had some awesome, brilliant fucking hacks that they severely limited the graphics capabilities of the Apple II, but still.
Well, but some of the whole fucking limitations of the Apple II is because fucking Jobs was like, move those over there because it looks better. And Woz is like, but it works. But okay.
Designed this thing, you jackass.
You fuckwad.
Woz carried Jobs into having a product, and then Jobs carried Woz into having a career.
Yep.
Anyway,
what were you talking about?
ATF changes. Yeah. Oh, and then Zenith OPSEC sucks. This is your time.
Yeah. That's so. There's sometimes people don't understand when you send out an email blast to use the BCC feed.
Yeah, the senior web developer at Zenith. What?
We know him.
We do?
He might be watching.
No, I don't think so, because he didn't say anything about it. And
no, shush.
Wait, I'm confused.
We know him, and I my angry email back to them was to get him re-employed, but I was wrong in the fact that he has always worked there and still works there, and I was a little angry.
I'll have to be instructed later. Anyway, should know how fucking BCC works.
Yeah, you end up with these companies that
or write a fucking loop and send an individual email to each person.
It's called
like a decent human being.
It's called a mail merge from Word. It's available free on all Office products. You can even throw people's first names in there and make it look, fancy, like you're sending it to them directly.
Individual, person A.
It's called mail merge.
Mail merge.
Simple variable replacement.
Mail merge. Everybody loves a mail merge.
That thing still work?
Mail merge?
What?
Bart? Yeah. Oh. This? Fuck yeah, it works.
Yeah.
The thing that it took a few months to make, but
and it's actually the point where it's got enough crap and stuff on the mount that's way easier to take apart now. When I first put it on there in the mount, I end up usually screwing off the barrel mount into the can.
Are you saying that if Pest makes you something, don't put the can on first, shoot the shit out of it so it cements itself?
So here's the story behind that. That was all by guess and by God. We did some measurements, right? And I did some research, and I had nothing to test it on, and no way to assemble it, and or anything. And I'm still just. It's like writing a bunch of code and then not having any errors in it. Like,
and you keep it.
Holy shit! It still works.
Why did you compile?
All right, now I'm scared.
I'm pretty happy with it. It works awesome.
Cool.
Super short.
Pew 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 pew.
And it is super quiet with this big ass can on it too.
I'm super annoyed that I didn't pick up that ACOG for that cheap.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the cash at that time. I got to wait until the next sale, and it's there.
I could sell my ACOG and get the Hudson.
What ACOG?
I got the 6-power one. I got the 6-power one. The big fucker for $1,000. For 1,000.
Another one.
For 1,000.
I'll give you $900.
Like, no, it's worth like $2,000 or $3,000 almost. It's those things. I mean, nobody wants one. Nobody needs one unless they have a fucking M2 or something. But it's even too big for.
It's the only ACOG with a decent amount of eye relief too.
I could put it on my 1919, I guess. But
you should have sold to Fluffy for his links.
That's where it
badass.
Goes. That's where it goes, actually. Yeah,
that stupid SIG shit on there.
Yeah. Fluffy, come.
Where is Fluffy?
He's
doing.
I had to work late too, motherfucker.
No, he had neighborhood friend issues. He had to not.
Yes, probably yes.
Do something decent as a decent human being.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many beers is too many beers?
Fuck, you have no idea.
N+1. I don't think it's possible to get drunk on beer, is it?
N+1. It's definitely possible to get drunk on beer.
I pack a 12-pack to come down here, and I usually have to run up for fucking reinforcements after the show's over. So,
holy shit,
somewhere. Well, usually it's 10.
Well, Bart's gotta find some energy for the gym, anyways, somehow.
Yeah,
because he eats like a fucking bird.
Mm.
Oh man, I splurged today. I had. Oh.
You're getting FC level of extra excited.
my name's Bart, and I had a feast today. I had a whole chicken tender.
It's amazing how little amount of money I spend on food during the week here at home. It's pretty.
It's not amazing to me. I completely and totally believe it because I've seen you eat.
Yeah. It's only for lean muscle gains. I don't need any of that fat shit.
It's all about the gains, them gains.
But I'm in a bulking phase right now.
Yes.
Cultivating mass.
Me too. Glorious. I would like another donut.
I'm in a consuming oxygen phase right now. Same thing.
I've been just doing nothing but cardio. I haven't done any lifting in since the start of the year because I got tired of the gym, and so I've just been doing cardio and playing racquetball.
Me and Otto have been doing progressively larger loops at the park.
That's good.
His recovery is going to be my recovery.
Lady decided to eat, well...
Yeah. A juicy whole chicken?
A juicy whole Costco chicken, and decided to shit out a very white, bright...
lump of calcium.
But she still has the shits. Yeah. So poor girl. Yeah. So Daddy needs to. I still need to pull the kitchen camera and see if she jumped up there. But I think there was something sitting in front of the kitchen camera. So because I have a cabinet that if you leave it open, it covers the kitchen camera. And
if you leave a block of cheddar out, she'll be plugged up in no time.
That's also solid. I gave her a Baby Bell, to counteract the.
With wax or without?
Without, because I'm watching since she ate the chicken to make sure there's no blood in the stool, and having the Baby Bell wax might cause.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit! There's a Baby Bell sitting next to the bed.
I eat this shit out of Baby Bell cheese. I mean, they're so good.
No, I bet you they can't smell anything but wax actually until that.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. So we at our office we have dogs a lot, and one of our people had this Great Dane that kept following me around on the third floor. Well, technically the fourth floor of the building today. And I couldn't figure out why. And then I reached in my pocket and realized I had treats I had training treats in my pocket. And he just walked up to me and just was like, "Hi, here's my best friend." And I couldn't figure out why. I had liver treats in my pocket.
Your butt smells delicious.
What the fuck is this?
Dags are great.
Yeah.
Dag. Actually, so the problem is with the girl I've been dating, she stole my dog because my dog's not here. And my dog's in bed with the girl.
Well, to be fair, she's probably more interesting.
I mean, I would find her more interesting too.
And she has the Baby Bell.
Give more loves than somebody staying in front of a TV computer.
Well, she's terrified of my backdrop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. She's just.
It's because it's a big white thing that flaps in the wind.
I mean, so am I.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's.
Doesn't sound that scary.
I've stole the wife's new dog too because she's was in Vegas all last week for work, and this week she has a whole bunch of night work meetings, so we keep it up here. Kids love it, but.
What's the new dog?
Like a 6-pound min pin. Chihuahua mix.
So nice. Not a dog.
Yeah, it's like a cat that doesn't suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an aggressive cat
that sleeps a lot.
Rip ankles.
I've had Chihuahua roommates before. They can be anyway.
I hate Chihuahuas.
She's good though. She's nice.
If you prevent them from becoming assholes, like
Yep.
if you actually treat them like dogs,
it's just like raising kids.
Yeah,
set ground rules, set expectations, and you won't have any fucking problems.
Yeah,
and be consistent with your discipline.
That sounds so easy from here.
Yeah, it is. Just
Apparently on Reddit today, since we're out of topics, it's perfectly legal to escape prison in Germany.
Really?
This sounds like a setup to a Norm Macdonald joke on Weekend Update.
Because the law dictates that it's a human nature to want to escape, and successfully doing so will go unpunished.
I mean,
but you go back if they catch you, right?
I'd be okay with that, right?
You, but they don't add anything because it's just human nature to want to escape.
That gun sold for $755. When I viewed it, was the last bid at $755.
Well, there were two of them. Let me see what the other one's at. Where's my gun broker? And then I realized I was having issues because I kept looking on my phone trying to find the goddamn app. Then I forgot that there was the whole kerfuffle and the fact that the app had to go off. Yeah, 755 and 780 was the other one with the holster. I'm currently shopping for, because my state has gone full stupid with firearms bans or attempts to. I'm looking for a Bren 805 instead of a Scar 16.
Yeah, because there's no way in hell you're going to get a Scar 16.
Sure there is.
Well, I mean, unless you pay nose.
I mean, they could pop up for like $2,300 every once in a while. I see.
Just get the new Brownells AR-180 upper. It's the same thing.
Except it doesn't fit in the lowers, does it? Yeah. Did we figure that out last time or not?
It doesn't trip in autos here, but
yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah.
I wonder how easy that would be to fix, though. Is it the bolt that needs totally redesign, though?
More importantly, is there an UGG boot stock available for the AR platform
that folds?
Ooh.
You know what? Now that you mention it, there is a market here for somebody that makes a cosmetic kit that turns an AR to look like a fucking Scar.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'd be totally doable. Idiots do that shit all the time with like a 1022, making it look like a PS90. So why not do it with an AR, making it look like a Scar?
There are no more cheap Hudsons. But they're all 750 plus. Weird.
What was I looking for on all?
I don't know.
Good content.
No, there was a story that you guys. Oh yeah, there it is. It's perfectly legal to escape prison in Germany.
I haven't taken this part to look, but apparently this on the Hudson, that's a 1911 mainspring housing.
Interchangeable?
I guess. From what I was reading,
isn't it Spectre fired?
Yeah, but it has a mainspring in there. I haven't. I need to tear down the whole pistol and figure out how its magic works. But it's. I like it way too much. Maybe it's because it's my new gun. But the slide. So pull the trigger. The slide's got to come back that far before it will reset.
So is the trigger awesome, or I wasn't listening? It was
the trigger is so. I mean, there's the
dingus, yeah, has to have the dingus, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But after that, it's probably
the dingus doesn't count.
I mean,
so it's 1911 with a dingus. It's really
1911 with a dingus. Yeah, it's a very nice trigger.
Does it have a shoe around the magazine?
Okay. Here, very good, important thing about my number one hate for this gun, or problem with this gun.
Stirrup.
So loading. So I'm going to lock the camera on me, and I'm going to go ahead and go a little bit offset here. Loading the magazine like this. So you're in a hurry. You put it in. You're kind of pulling back a little bit on it. You push up. Goes up fine. But if you're doing this and come in this way,
goes in fine.
Where is it?
Oh, it can catch on a feature.
There's a doodad in there that it can catch on. Hold on. Figure out which angle it's at. I found that when I was trying to do the tactical Timmy, as I do.
Yeah.
There's a doodad inside there. When you have the slide, it's when the slide's locked back. I bet. Now it's not doing it. Fuck you.
Can't reproduce. No issue.
I was able to consistently reproduce it earlier. Never mind. I was getting it to catch consistently, but there's a little thing in there that sometimes it will catch on.
Is this like FC going on a date with a beautiful woman? You'll believe it when you see it.
I mean, depends on how much you pay her. There it is. There it is. If you go at just the wrong angle pushing back, you can catch it, and it'll stop. There's something in there that I haven't torn it apart to figure out what it is, but there's a spot where it can catch.
So if there's a slot for the stirrup, then I can't see.
It looks pretty smooth.
You need to just go buy one.
Yeah, I probably should. God damn it.
Because she's pretty. Remember that.
She's a very nice lady.
And the gun is fun. It shoots. The recoil is great. It just ain't accurate or precise. Because
I see here in our all that an El Paso Zoo will name a cockroach after your ex and feed it to their meerkats.
That's kind of hilarious.
I think they should have goat vending machines.
There we go. Found it.
In the lion exhibit.
If you catch it just right like that, pushing back, it stops. So you just got to be square when driving the mag home.
Well, don't do that, obviously.
Be square.
Anyway, some part can be beveled to avoid that, I'm sure.
Probably, or the mag
feature, I should say. Yeah.
If the company wasn't going under, the Revision 2 would end up being a fantastic pistol.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Wah wah wah. I need to order some.
How many they sold?
They made about 10,000. The highest serial number that was found is about 9,000 and something. There's a whole website dedicated to it and the lawsuit.
Oh, interesting.
I wish Fluffy was here. We could talk about it.
Because we could talk about our new order 9s. Ooh.
Well, I'm waiting for mine now. Yeah,
you might have to wait a little bit longer than the Hudson because this took like 6 months to show up.
Yeah, I mean that technically that one was supposed to be me, but then I was poor.
If I remember right, mine's tan.
Tan?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Was it you or did Pest pick up the one that I was going to get that I was just too poor at the time to get?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't.
snagged.
It looks like a lawyer fucking jizzed all over the side of it, though.
Do you have a it says Evans Machining Service. That's their name. That's not like a
Wow. That's just a lot of
Actually, is this backwards or can I do this and then it shows up right?
You're fine. No, you're fine.
It's an interesting pistol. It's got a very, very upright grip angle. It has a lot of weight on the top of the gun.
I'd ask you how it shot, but I know you.
I haven't shot it yet because I've only had it since last Tuesday. So
I mean, but
and I have a family and kids so I can't just pull up and go to the range every time I want, even though it'd be nice.
But still, there are other guns that you've had for 6 months that you haven't shot. So.
Oh, years. Come on, give me some credit.
My count was, last time I counted, I had 30 guns I hadn't shot.
Ooh, I'm not.
At least Bart does the paperwork on stuff that he buys and sends it in.
Yes, I got you on that.
I can't That's up our next segue to ATF changing addresses.
We already did that.
We did
welcome to like an hour ago, bud.
I thought you participated in that too.
No, I didn't. But crippling depression. Remember, I'm drifting in and out. Right.
All right. Well, I think that's about it that we've got for the show tonight. We can switch to the after show.
It's been 2 hours.
It has.
Has it? No, we started.
No, it's not. Not quite.
Okay.
We're getting close. 10:30ish.
I gotta poop though.
You have to poop.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta do like me and you do it when you pee and then you're all done. Quick.
Pee poo.
Pee poop.
Quick number 3.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. Well, I say that like I actually participated in here and didn't show up halfway through the start of the show.
Like in 45 minutes late.
I was trying to shove food in my gob because I hadn't eaten all day.
We've all been there.
I've eaten today.
I was going to say Bart has never been there.
I ate today. I had some cottage cheese and a sandwich.
I meant being hungry. Actually.
Yeah. Nice. All right. Night.
Thus endeth the show.